the thing you're avoiding is probably the thing you should be doing. And um, it's most probably the one thing that you're avoiding. It could be like sending up work proposals or doing that outreach or whatever. That is like stalling progress. And I'll do it later. It just like stalls our progress for like months or even years. Now, okay, so in this video, I'm just going to be going over like what I'm avoiding right now, and also to be going over like how I'm thinking about approaching this. And so this is going to be like a documenting slash valuable perspective. And yeah, so right now I just have a system for a client, and I build AI automation services for business, and I have a system for a client like in fulfillment, and it's like already built. I copied the template, and it's a good system. I actually like copied it from one of the YouTube creators, and I've also like made a video on why you shouldn't like be building systems or building AI automations if you've not made like your first $5,000 with it, because you can like find all these like existing templates and you can just copy paste it, and which just does 80% of the work for you, and you can just take it from 80 to 20. You just do 20% of the work basically. And yeah, so in this system, I just like copy the template, and I have this base or backbone set up. Now all I need to do is like give it more context and connect the nodes, connect the nodes, set up the credentials and all of that. And it should actually like take me 5 to 10 minutes of actual work. And but time I've spent avoiding it, hours, because like that is the thing that I don't want to do, because it's one of my first client deliveries, and yeah, it's not flashy enough. It's kind of boring. And I sat down for like 30 minutes to an hour, and I could have just done it, but I didn't, because yeah, that's what I'm resisting. And after that, I realized that's like the thing that I'm resisting. And the pattern I keep noticing is the thing with resistance, like is usually whatever is the thing that I'm resisting is usually the thing that actually matters. So here, for me, what actually matters is like completing the client project so that I can deliver it. And for me to like do it, I need to like do that, like connect the nodes and give it the system more context, and basically like do it as fast as I can to get to the output so that the system generates an output. And yeah, not always, but usually. And things that feel hard, boring, and not flashy are the exact thing I should be doing. And okay, so if that didn't make sense, like I'll take it through an example that I went through. So actually, okay, so when I was starting out doing this, I actually like I knew that I had to like do some sort of outreach, because before if you're anywhere near less than like earning $5,000 per month with this, it usually means the bottleneck is like 99% of the time marketing, and not actually like cooler systems or cooler AI automation. And so yeah, I knew that I had to like do some sort of outreach, or basically put myself in front of people who are like potential people that I can solve their problems. And Upwork proposals is like an amazing way to start. I knew it, but I didn't do it anyway. But I actually purchased a course last community, and I heard about Upwork before that. I knew I should send proposals. I had like I knew all of that, but I didn't do them. I just didn't do them because because they just felt boring, and they were not like flashy enough in a way that I expected things to be, things that work to be. But it was not the case. Things that worked are like not flashy, and they were boring things that just consistently over a period of time actually gives results. And yeah, it was hard in a way that I couldn't explain, and so I avoided them. But what changed was when I actually got this course last community, I got the accountability that I actually needed. I mean, I decided to like spend some money on it, and they had like daily actions that I need to do, and there was like a guarantee for like follow for 3 months. And if I can show for the work that I did, the daily actions that I did, and didn't get a client, I would get a full refund. So this just like forced me to take action. I had to like do the daily actions, and I was like, okay, so I need to like do 5 Upwork proposals or 10 Upwork proposals. I just had to do it, and I was just doing for like ticking the boxes. And that was actually what helped me, because like I was this big perfectionist who wouldn't send a proposal if it's not like really good or really to my best level. But yeah, I just posted a video on like how you can knock out perfectionism and how you can like actively do that. Do check that out. That's like a really good video that I put up. But yeah, this gave me validation that it works, because like what gave me, so I actually like did this, and I saw other people, like I was also like getting feedback that people are doing this and they're getting first line in 10 days and in 20 days, and some in just like a few days. And yeah, this combined with like the money that I just put money on something, and I just cannot like not do it. So yeah, and the accountability that I got from the community and proof and all of this, like I just started sending proposals thankfully by then. And now looking back, I'm so grateful that I started sending the proposal, although I knew it was like crappy and it was not good at all, and it was not anywhere near as like what I would the bar that I set up for myself to like start with the first proposal, I had to like lower my bar so much so that I can like actually do it sustainably, because I don't know, if not for the community, I'd probably have like aimed for the bar, and maybe I would have done it for like 2 days or 3 days, or maybe even pushed for like 4 days, but then it wouldn't be sustainable enough, because it would just take me hours to do it. But yeah, and what happened when I actually did it, like when I actually did it, it was boring, it was hard, like it didn't feel good, it felt bad. And there was like lots of decisions to make, because when you start doing something, when it's like the first time that you do something, or I did something, there's like a lot of unknowns, like a lot of decisions to be made. Let's say if I had to, like, I don't know, like cook a dish for the first time, I wouldn't know any part of the process. I had to like decide. There's like a lot of cognitive power required at each stage of the process for me to like basically learn and then learn and implement. But yeah, so and because of that, there's like a lot of resistance to do it for the first time. But yeah, but I did it anyway, and how I felt after was like relief. And once I got that done, it was like, okay, now I can finally tick that box, that I've done the action for today. And over time, it just got easier, it got faster, because the unknowns became knowns. Now, once you like keep cooking that same dish over and over again, it's like, let's say the 15th time that you're making a dish, you know what needs to go in, and you know how long each of the process takes, and you know every single nuance between that, and the decisions now become automatic. So I just realized it's not really good for me to like force myself to do the things at the exact first time. So I just need to like take the action and make it so that I would just do it for like 15 times or 30 times or whatever. And the 30th time, I can focus on quality, because I know all the nuances, and there's not like much decisions to make on every single thing. I can just decide on the quality. And yeah, and I knew exactly what to do after like a lot of proposals, and now I can, within like the set period of time, I can knock out Upwork proposals like really easily, and with much better quality, and almost at the quality that I would expected when I was starting out. So yeah, example two was like client delivery. Right now I have the template system I have already built. It's a good system. All I need to do is like connect some nodes, as I said, and this would probably take me like 10 minutes, but I'm avoiding it because it's not flashy, it feels boring, and it feels like it requires cognitive power, because it's like one of the first times that I'm doing client delivery, and I don't know every single nuance of like what goes into it, how do I send the system that I built, and all of that. There are decisions to make, and this is like the big thing. There's not much clarity, and without clarity, action feels very boring. But the thing is, clarity, there's like this quote called action alleviates anxiety, and I also like to call it action alleviates action brings about clarity. So as you put in the reps, and I should not expect to like get it best on the first time, or have it all cleared at the first time. And as I do it, and only if I do it for 10 times, or for 15 days or 30 days or whatever, now I can expect the clarity. So yeah, now, because I have the template now, I feel like I can wait, I can be chill, I don't need to rush. But if I had to like build it from scratch, I'd have spent more time. But so I just avoid the actual work. But what I do instead, when I avoid the hard thing, I don't scroll, I don't usually like waste time, but it's just like wait, time felt like I'm actually like doing something productive, but not actually something that moves the needle. Like I focus on like another client project, I'm researching, planning, and everything, rather than like just doing the thing that needs to be done. And yeah, why the thing with resistance matters. Now, this is the thing. The shiny thing versus the real thing. Now, the shiny thing could be like something I can do perfectly for 2 to 3 days. I can like put up something for 2 to 3 days. I can make the best community post or best Upwork proposal that feels really impressive, looks good, but isn't sustainable, because it takes me 2 to 3 days to put it up on the first try, and I just cannot expect to like do it for over a consistent period of time, because it requires a lot of energy and cognitive power and time and all of that. And yeah, so the real thing, even if it's done imperfectly, I just knock it out. So I have this rule of like desensitization, which just means if I'm doing something for the first time, the first 10 tries, or maybe the first 20 or first 30, or maybe just the first 5 times are not about the quality. It's just about putting in the reps. I just have to do it, no matter how bad the output could be, no matter how easily I can get it done. I just have to like do it for the 5 times so that I can like get in the habit of doing it. And over time, I've realized that, as I said, like now that I've done like 60 Upwork proposals, I can it's just so easy to like focus on quality, because I know all the like default nuances that go into it to creating an Upwork proposal. And the real thing compounds over time. How I know what I should be doing. So I think in terms of output. So anytime I get stuck or I'm not clear, I just ask myself, so what is the thing that's needed? What is the needle that I'm actually moving? And I ask, okay, so what do I do that gets me closer to the output or actually moves the needle? And in this case, the output is a working system, just a working system that even creates a crappy output. But yeah, that generates content on demand for my clients. So for my client, I'm actually like building a LinkedIn automated LinkedIn content system. And I'll also like share that with you guys once that's done on this exact system. But yeah, to get that output, I need to like connect the nodes and I don't know, set up the credentials for all of these different tools and all of that. But yeah, so the thing with resistance is most usually the thing that matters. The thing that you're saying probably no to is probably the thing that you should be doing, which when done, your results might not be like really long or far enough. So yeah. And yeah, the resistance is, as I said, usually because of the decisions and lack of clarity when there's no clear path, and there are decisions to be made. It requires cognitive power, and I'm just repeating myself now. So yeah, as I said, by this 50th or 60th time, it's easy. There's no more resistance, and I can knock it out quickly. So just aim to so how fast can I get it done for like 15 times or 10 times, or yeah, you just have to like decide based on what it is that you're actually doing. So yeah. And what happened when I actually did the thing, or what happens when you do the thing, the anticipation is worse than the reality. So yeah, I mean, when I did the Upwork proposal, was it as hard as I thought? Yes, it was actually pretty hard, but because of my first time, I had a lot of unknowns. I didn't know where to like look for these job posts and how to record the video, what to say in the video. I mean, I was like, basically my approach is to like record a video and send it along with the Upwork proposal, so that, or application, so that it's not like generic like all the others and it stands out. But I mean, yeah, I didn't know, but now I just know how to do it. I've done it for like 50 to 60 times before, and I know all the nuances, and yeah, basically it's like so much easier now. And yeah, what's the worst that I also like ask this so that I can justify myself on like what's the worst that could happen. So if and usually it's not that bad. So if I just test the system right now, the output I mean, the worst case would be like the output of the system is crappy. I mean, the LinkedIn post that I get is not really that good, but the system doesn't work perfectly or whatever. But I mean, if that's the worst case, I mean, that's not really bad. That is what I would actually want. A crappy system that I can easily refine later, which takes me a lot less time and energy. And yeah, the worst case isn't usually that bad, and that just like justifies myself to like actually do the thing, actually take action. And yeah, but if I didn't do it at all, I have nothing to refine, and it's just like very silent stalling. But it just like, that's what goes for like months or years of no action. And yeah, doing it imperfectly is always greater than not doing it at all. And yeah, the clarity that comes from doing. Now again, it's not about like feeling ready to then start, or feeling getting the entire thing figured out before we start. But that doesn't it never comes. But you just get the clarity that comes after, like, while you take action and put in the reps. So talking about it creates clarity. Now, as I'm talking about this right now, I'm getting clarity like before I start explaining as I'm recording this video. Now I can like actually see what I'm avoiding and why I'm avoiding it, and that's probably not. I mean, yeah, as I've recorded this video, I'm like justifying myself that what is the thing that I should be doing, and it gives me more clarity, and clarity like drives action. So yeah, what I'm going to do after this video, I'm just going to open the system and connect the nodes and add the information and test and whatever needs to be done. But yeah, which would take me like 10 minutes, but that's the thing that actually moves the needle. And yeah, resistance is just a feeling, not a real barrier. Now, what can you take from this? So if you're avoiding something right now, like just ask yourself, like, what's the thing you're avoiding, or why does it have resistance? Like, because it actually like drives the needle, or because it maybe it's not. Sometimes it wouldn't be. So is it boring, not flashy, and does it require a lot of decisions? If yes, then that's probably the thing you should be doing. Do you not know like every single detail of it that you should be doing? And that's usually this thing that would have like the most resistance, because you would have like a lot of tiny decisions you have to make along the way, and decision making requires a lot of brain power. So yep. They're not exciting, they're not impressive, they're just necessary, and those are the thing that usually works from what I've seen. So yeah, the pattern to notice shiny things, like they usually feel good but don't actually move the needle. So ask yourself, like, what is the output that I'm looking for, and does doing this thing consistently for a set period of time, I don't know, like send 300 I don't know, like send 10 Upwork proposals. I just keep coming back to Upwork applications, but okay, 10 Upwork applications per day for like 30 days or something. Would that get me closer to my goals? Yes, that would like get me results, that would like make me better at sales because I'm like talking video for like 30 times, and that would make me better at talking to a camera and all of that. And first time is hard and lots of unknowns, and I used to like beat myself up because the first time wasn't like really that good. But I realized the first time I just had to like chill and just get it done, and yeah, just get it done for quite some time, like 10 times or 5 times, and the 11th time it's a lot more easier. Now I can like focus more on the quality part. But yeah, avoiding it like stays hard forever, and doing it once just get easier every time after. Like you probably wouldn't see it like at the second time, you wouldn't see a difference from the first time and second time, but there would be a difference at the first and 15th time or 30th time, whatever. So yeah, anticipation is usually like scarier than actually doing it. So yeah, not doing is no progress, and if that doesn't sound scarier, it's no progress and delayed, which delays without actually like you realizing for like months or years, which happened for me. So yeah, doing it imperfectly is like is at any point like a lot better than not actually doing it. So yeah, how to actually, let me just check how long is this video for now. 15, not bad. Okay. How to actually do the thing: identify what you're avoiding and ask, does this move the needle, and does it like get me closer to the output that I'm looking for? And ask, what's the worst that could happen if I actually do it? Usually not that bad. And now you're like, okay, justify it to yourself, it's not that bad, so let me just like do it and talk about it like I'm doing now. Like just like think about it or talk about it on how you could do it, and do it right after. And again, when I say talk about it, don't get it into analysis paralysis where you just think about it and like come up with a perfect plan on how you can go. As I said, clarity comes from action. And when I say talk about it, yeah, you probably don't need to like even talk about it. You just have to like get into action right away and accept it will be imperfect. And yeah, aim to do the imperfect action first and just get the reps done. Just get the number or quantity done before you get to the quality. Like that's what I've realized. And notice it gets easier each time. I realize now that if I were to like tell to my not younger self, but yeah, probably myself when I started to do Upwork application, I'd say do not focus much on the quality, just put in the reps, and you don't need to like spend 2 hours every day, because I was also like focusing on at least like perfecting it a bit and making myself not look crappy to whoever the person that I'm doing it. But I would probably say just get in the reps, and you don't realize like how soon you'd be like really, yeah, you can get really good at the thing that you're doing. So yeah, key takeaways if you're watching this, like the thing with the most resistance is usually the thing that matters most. Like I've said that a lot of time here, but yeah, shiny, exciting work often doesn't move the needle, and boring but repetitive and consistent thing over time actually moves the needle. Like yeah, I mean, for me, Upwork proposal on my first 10 Upwork proposal didn't get any replies, but then after that I just got very good at it, and I realized why the first 10 didn't get, because it was not that good. But I mean, if I had not done the first 10 proposals, it wouldn't have I wouldn't be able to like do the better proposals after the 11th to 60th or whatever. So yeah, boring, resistant work usually does. And first time is always hardest, but easier. Gets easier with reps. I mean, gets easier at a specific set of time. And also another thing is like give it time, give the process time. Sometimes I was like too early to judge. If I had like judged my work at like probably the 10th proposal or something, oh, this is not just getting results, and I'll just move on. Set some time for it, a sensible time for it. Like for Upwork proposals, I don't know, like first send the 30 Upwork proposals and then judge. Or maybe sometimes you might have to like set like 50 and do it 10 Upwork proposals a day for like 10 days. And if it still doesn't work, then probably you might want to change. But I'd say that Upwork proposals do work, and it's one of the easiest way to like get up and running with, if you want to like get more clients for especially at starting stages for AI automation or similar or other services as well. So yeah, not doing it and I mean, yeah, the worst case is usually isn't that bad for you like actually take that action. And not doing it is like no progress and stalled progress for a long period of time that goes without realizing. So doing it imperfectly is always better than progress, and you can actually like refine as you like keep going. So yeah, if you're avoiding something right now, that's probably what you should do next. And hopefully this was helpful. And I'm actually like not just saying this to you, like I'm saying this to myself as well, because this is like an active thing that you just have to like keep reminding yourself. But it just gets default over time, just as the ones that I've talked about. So yeah, thank you so much for your time, and hope this was valuable. And if you're a business owner or any one looking for like AI automation services, or if you want to like increase your lead flow, lead generation automations, or content generation automations, or onboarding or like streamlining your entire workflows, do reach out or and I'd be like happy to like book a call with you and like help you out. So yeah, that's it for the video, and thank you so much for your time, and have a lovely rest of the day. Cheers.